Namaste. Namaste. I hope you hear me. I am in the city and I will just play a little bit now. It's a beautiful day. And welcome to the Art of the Word that I am. My name is Purna Ananda and I'm always bringing you good news. And I want to tell you what really is the good news, the best news. There's no good news in it that there's some Lord over you, above you, and you are a sinner and you are a slave who is never equal to that one. There's no good news in it. This the true good news. The true good news has been conceived, and now the good news is revealed through you, by you, as the revelation of your ascension, of your greatest divine self. And what is the good news? The best news ever in creation is that you are none different than all the masters that embodied God in this world, like Buddha, Jesus, Krishna. I feel it's bad news when you feel that these divine beings are above you and your Lord superior. No, that's a religion and that's bad news. You know, religion is bad news, but the good news was that every master actually shown you and me. When Buddha came, when Jesus came, they brought the good news to show you that you are the expression, the manifestation of same source that master was, and you can do greater things. So the masters only shown us who we really in our divine true being are. We are all embodiments of the source. So yes, the good news is that you are the incarnation of God. Everything is source energy, life is source energy. And as you know yourself, you know God. And the good news is that you can embody the perfection and the greatness, the divinity, love of God in your vessel. You can awaken that I am in same extent as all masters in history did. And whatever they have shown you, how they have lived without attachment, with no dependency, how they have been the truth, and even the miracles and superpowers that they had, that they manifested, they have only shown you who you really are if you awaken yourself, if you know yourself. That's why the Master has said, for you are to do greatest things, greater things. That means that you are as great as He is, as the greatest is. Because in reality of truth, you are the incarnation, you are the manifestation of the source. And we all are. And that's good news. That good news is now revealed, not by somebody that comes to save you. That's bad news, that you need a Lord to save you because you are a sinner. That's very bad news. That means that you are a bad creature, sinful creature that actually has no divinity in you, and you need somebody to save you and rule over you so you can be divine, and you are always inferior to that being. That's bad news, and that's a religion. Good news is that you are not a sinner. And you are not lower or separated from God. You are the source energy embodied, and you have been sleeping in 3D, and masters have come only to show you who you really are when you are awake. They were unique. That's why Krishna was different and Buddha was different, Jesus was different. They were unique expression of the source in their physical earthly personality, physical embodiment of the source. So I am the way, I am the truth, I am the light. What this means? This means that I am you, that I am. We all are that source energy, that I am. I am the way, I am the truth. I am the light. This means I am you. This means source energy, that I am, that everyone is, and taking form, unmanifested, formless, taking form, manifesting through everyone living. And as you know yourself, you awaken yourself. You become enlightened. You were searching for God, for somebody to save you. You're a sinner. You think you're a sinner. Maybe you thought you're a sinner. You purify your attachments, your karma, your past traumas. You are pure, and now you become one with the source. You unite with the source. Before you were searching God outside of you. Now you found yourself. You found God. You know yourself. So we all are actually manifestations of the source, and that's the good news. And that we all can awaken and embody the divinity of the source and be greater and do greater things than greater master did. Now you know, this is the good news, and this is true good news. Good news that I am you and you are that I am. And whatever greatest master did and could do, you can do greater things because you are the same energy, and he just shown you how it is when you awaken to who you really are, your true divine being from the heart, and you are that truth that I am. Nobody can change the truth because truth doesn't change. You are that truth, and you do greater things. In forgetfulness, you don't know yourself, you search God. But when in enlightenment, you find yourself, you remember yourself, you found God, you found yourself. And now you can embody all the powers and all the greatness that actually the greatest master did. In India, in East, like there's no problem. You have everywhere masters who were performing miracles through thousands of years. Yeah, you have even in the Vedas, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu risen from the dead. A boy, he has risen from the dead 500 years ago. You have masters going into fire and coming out unharmed. You have masters walking in water. You have masters manifesting themselves in two places. It's nothing unusual. When missionaries were coming to India in past to convert the Indians, and they were telling them that Jesus embodied God and did all these miracles, healed people and turned water into wine, they told them, what else is new? What else is new? We have their two masters in Kolkata like this, one in Vrindavan, one in Puri. We have in Dwaraka. We have in what is called Shiva city, Varanasi. We have in Varanasi many such masters that do all such things. And we all know that in our Upanishads it is written that I am everyone that I am, and there is only I am taking every form and living and experiencing the creation through everyone that I am with relation with myself. There is no one but that I am, but one. So they said, what? We have many masters here who embodied the source. And the missionaries were like, oh. And they said also, but we have also your Jesus here, Isha, in Kashmir. Look, he came after the crucifixion, he came to chill for the rest of his life because it was very bad sacrifice. And they were like, what? We know this story. Indian was like, we know this story. He was here living with Buddhist masters and with yogis and like this. But okay, this is story for a different, very long video. But they were not impressed, because in their scriptures it is written, we all are the source energy, we all are Bhagwan. When we know ourselves, we know God. There is nobody but that I am. That I am was lonely, became many, and just to forget myself that I am, for the thrill that I can remember myself and embody the greatness and perfection of that I am. They said nothing new. In our scripture is written, everyone is that I am the way, I am the light, I am the truth. And they said this is the good news, that we all are God. And this is the good news that I'm telling you. We all are the source energy. We can get free of our false matrix 3D self-attachments, dependency, negative emotions, states of being, separated self, and we can unite with the source. We can release the false self and we embody the source in fullness and completion in our unique, authentic, earthly form, and we become the new master in physical form and do greater things. We can embody the greatest greatness that greatest master did and do greatest things, because we are the source energy and he only knew himself. And I choose the highest for myself, and I hope you too, to do the greatest thing that the greatest were ever doing, because now is the time. Now is the time to do greatest things, because now is the time when greatest masters rise on earth, the greatest story on earth, ascension of earth and humanity, and do greatest things, and to reveal the greatest good news. What is the greatest good news? Greatest good news is that this is Christ consciousness, and this is grand awakening, and that we all are brothers and sisters. We all are incarnations, embodiment of the source. In physical, we are daughters and sons who can embody our parent source that I am, mother, father, in fullness and completion, and do greatest things. And we all can be just as Christ, as Krishna, as Buddha. And this is the greatest, best news now. There's nobody coming to save us. You are not a sinner. Nobody is above you. The highest just showed you how to embody the highest within him, within her, within him, through all the masters, because you are the highest that I am. There is no one but the highest. And human perfection is that human can embody in fullness and perfection the divinity of source that I am, with all the powers, and do greatest things. That's the greatest human perfection. Animals are animals, they cannot do good or bad, but you can choose to embody source, to choose your highest for your soul that is possible, and this is to embody your highest self, the source, and to do greatest things, and then create heaven on earth for yourself and others as you choose to be the angel incarnation of the source. And this is Christ consciousness, and this is the best news ever. I give you my word. Good news. We all are source energy, and we all can embody the perfection of our multidimensional self, source that I am, through all the dimensions in this body, our multidimensional self. And we can be Christ, and we can do even greatest things, because now is the time to do greatest things that were never done before, to ascend humanity and planet Earth into fifth dimension. And ascension of humanity means that nobody comes to save you, nobody is above you, but you embody the perfection and divinity of the masters, and be the greatest masters ever. You know, I was raised in India. I was almost 2 decades in meditation, working on myself, healing, listening, healing. I knew very long that we all are source energy, because I was so attracted to Upanishad saying, I am that I am, and there is no one but that I am. Everyone is that I am. I am just taking forms through creation that I am, through everyone, everything that I am, experiencing myself through darkness and light, in separation and in union with myself, in forgetfulness and full rememberness. We all are that I am, and I was just in love in this So when I awakened and united, when I got first experiences of being one with the source, I was never like, I'm Messiah, I am Savior, I am the one. Because I was in Christianity until age of 18, and then I was really diving spiritual in India like Jesus did and Buddha to know myself. And I knew we all are source energy, and I'm nothing special, but I have great power, so respect me, because I respect everyone. And if you come in my class, then don't teach me, but I'm not superior than you, because I don't come and teach you on your page. You come here where I teach. I'm nothing better. I know. I have only reached freedom of my attachments, freedom of my mind. I am one with the truth, with the source that I am, and I'm just a beginner, master, free of this shit in my mind and my traumas. And I'm just showing you that you can be greater, that you can also come on that level, on a much greater level, because I have to also work on myself and rise. Enlightenment is just freedom of attachments, freedom of karma with people, of dependency, living in your power. But we are always healing, we are always working on ourselves. So yes, I'm only showing you that you can be greater master in greater power and do greatest things. Be happy as I am, joyful, always connected with the truth, and sure in your truth, unshaken truth in your divine power. I'm just showing you I have ran a little faster this life, and I'm awakened long, and I have done a lot of work. I have a lot to do on myself still, but I'm just showing to you, walking you home, showing you this is who you are. You can be greater than I am. You can be free of these things, free of attachments, free of dependency on others, love and joy that I am. It is you, and I'm just showing you who you are. And this is the good news, and I know that you can be greater, because I haven't even started yet. I'm here to embody all the superpowers and do all the things that masters greatest did this life. I know. I choose so, and I choose my highest ascension, higher than I believe that is possible, always rising. And I'll be all my life just showing to others if they want to also become greater than I am and rise higher. And I will never stop rising. This is infinity of Christ consciousness. But that's why we can understand this voice, you know. I have very good spiritual foundation. When I remembered my higher self and who I am, I didn't even think and act like I'm somebody special. But you have so many boys around Facebook who are acting, I am Savior, I am Jesus Christ, I am Savior, I'm here to save you, I'm Messiah, I will heal you. Looking at them, you boys, you are confused, you don't know what happened, you need healing, you are full of trauma, you are full of ego. Who can you save? Who can you be Messiah? You have to save yourself first. You understand? But I understand why they are coming, from where they are coming. Let me tell you why. Because they have been raised in Christianity. And in Christianity, the only one who was the way that I am, the truth that I am, the light that I am, is Jesus Christ, the Savior and Lord of everyone, who is above everyone and is God, one with God, and everyone else is servant. So nobody else can embody and has the mystical experience of union with the source, with God. Because in their religion, what they were raised, and their belief, only Jesus is one with God. So as they get the experience of an inexperience, just as a flashback, as a trailer, they unite with the source, they get that experience, they say, I am God, I am that I am. Now when they come back, they come in ego. I am the source, that means that I am Jesus and I am Savior of everyone and I am Messiah. Because there can be only one, and this is Jesus. I am on earth, they say, and I'm here to save everyone, to heal everyone. And They get very offended when somebody else says they are God and that they are incarnation of source and master. They would tell you, no, I am the master of all masters. I've been telling them, but I will block you, but you need to save yourself and you need to heal yourself and work on yourself. I don't need a savior and a healer. I don't need a messiah. I saved myself and I'm teaching others how to save themselves. You will not listen. You need healing and you need to listen, but I don't want to deal with you, so bye. But they were raised like this. They were raised like this. In their religion, there cannot be no other way. So now when they awaken in the time of ascension to their true self, one with the source that I am, now every one of them, and there are so many of them, every one of them is the Messiah, Savior and Lord. That you have to understand. They have no foundation, they didn't work on themselves, they are full of their mind, full of trauma, full of programs, full of beliefs, and they have been programmed like this. So ego starts, and normally their religion says Jesus is Savior, Lord above all, and He is the God and no one else. And when they experience for that flashback, for that mystical experience that they are God, one with source, they just act according to their religion, their beliefs. And they truly believe, I'm here to save everyone. I am the Savior, Lord and Messiah of everyone. Who can blame them? Nobody. But that's bad news. And they're spreading bad news because there are many of them. And no one can save anyone. They need to save themselves, heal themselves, work on themselves, spend 10 years in meditation and like this, so they realize that we all are that source energy. But we can understand them. That's why just pray for them and send them love and block them. Because the true good news is that every master who came to earth reached enlightenment. There are so many in India and through East. Just knew himself that I am and remember that I am you. And then all his life worked just to remind you, so you remember that you are source energy, that I am, that you are God, and that you can be greater master than I am and do greatest things because you are the incarnation of the source energy in this world. And now is the time for your ascension, so you know yourself, you release who you are not, your 3D self avatar, attached, painful, and you embody the fullness and completion of the one source that I am you in your divine being, and you united with your unique and authentic earthly personality, and you become new physical master Christ, every one of us. That's the good news of your birth. That's the good news of who you are. You are same as greatest master was. You are God. You are source energy. There is no one else. And when you know yourself, you know God, and you start embodying yourself, and we all do greater things. So may you become happiness, joy and love, that I am free of everything that hurts you and pull you down, all your attachments and mind and dependency and negative traumas. Energy is opposite to love, and may you embody love, truth, power, divinity, perfection of your multidimensional self, of your source, and may you remember and embody the greater master than the greatest master was, and may you do greatest things on earth, because it's time that greatest master rise and do greatest things. And Christ consciousness, we all rise from the heart as one, unique and authentic, every one of us embody the perfection, divinity of the source, as all greatest masters did, and we do greatest things. I give you my word. May you embody your greatest divine version, perfection of God. Be the greatest master ever from the heart. May you do greatest things, for you are source energy, that I am, and that's Christ consciousness. I give you my word. I love you, and thank you for being part of the word that I am. Namaste. Pur Namaste. The fullness and completion of God that I am gives obeisances and respect to fullness and completion of God that you are. I am that I am you. I love you and thank you. See you tomorrow, hopefully, and probably for sure. And if you resonate with the art of the word that I am, if you find value in the art of the word that I am, and you want to assist me also so I can continue and rise my work and do my work greater, and I can give you the word that I am, you are free. I am open to donation. I always put my link there, but it's only if your heart wants to give me some love to support my work. I will never forget you. And let all blessing of my heart be yours. Maybe you receive in energy even more, but I know where I was, and that now I'm young master starting to do my work. I know I'm here to create teachings, to write articles, to do videos, to inspire you, to motivate you, and provide you spiritual teachings so you can rise to your greatest divine version that you are and get rid of all that you are not. This is what I'm here to do. And if you feel that you wish to support Art of the Word that I am, do know I'm so grateful and appreciate so much every donation, and I bless you so much, because without of you I would not be able to give one word that I am, and that's the truth. I love you and thank you. I just appreciate so much when somebody from the heart offers me something. I never ask for them personally. And thank you in advance. Thank you for everyone who ever offered me a donation. And in one day or two after I receive a donation, as a surprise, no appointment, I do healing session, white light on you. I balance your energies, I purify your energies, I clear you, I ground you, I fill you up with white light. I cannot heal you. Your faith heals you. Your work on yourself, your changes that you implement in your life, in your thinking, in your movement, in what you put in yourself. You heal yourself in your faith and working on yourself. I cannot teach you anything or heal you. I can only give you my word. And I give you my word for every donation as a surprise. I do healing on you. You will maybe feel better for some time. But if you are acting in ways of separation and negative and attachments, healing may last 1 hour, 2, you feel better. But if we have faith and if we work on ourselves, source energy always helps us. And everyone is just instrument. Teacher is instrument, healer is instrument. You heal yourself, you teach yourself, you master yourself, you save yourself. Nobody come to save you, nobody can save you, nobody can heal you. We can only, the best we can do to provide some teachings so you can heal yourself, provide some energies so you can heal yourself, and provide some teachings so you save yourself from what hurts you in your life, attachments, dependency, all the traumas and negativity within us. But okay, see you tomorrow. I love you and thank you once again. Pur Namaste. Pur Namaste. It means the fullness and completion of God that I am gives full obeisances to fullness and completion of God that you are. Pur Namaste.